Dagger's music playing. This is show and tell off of this album, like Principal Realism. Hi, Sean. Yeah, I'm scoring minutes, Dagger. Yeah. I'm playing your music. Yeah. I tend to Skyrim in the morning and then play Ghost of Tsushima at night. When I first started playing Skyrim, I played around this time, and I had a lot of people show up in my chat for my first Skyrim episode, so I figured I'd play Skyrim around the same time, between 7 o'clock in the morning and 11. Yeah, it's all right music. I figured I'd tag your newest music. Stuff that you just uploaded. Yeah, it is. This music is not my vibe at all, but I'm giving it a good chance. I know that there's a song I like in there somewhere. Wait, I know what this. No, I don't want to overload my internet. I could pull up the chat on my other phone, but then I'd be connecting another device to my internet. And you know how my streams like to crash.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented. You are new here, are you not? We have not spoken. Sir? How quaint. I am Savos Aran, Archmage of the College of Winterhold.
Savos Aran, like Samus Aran? I think that might be a reference there.
And investigated here.
Savos Aran?
I will not approve of any research or experiments that cause purposeful harm to your fellow members of the college. Are we clear?
Yeah. Dangerous research must be a problem here.
Not often, no. Some risks must be taken, to be sure. I am simply trying to avoid untimely deaths. We also must make an effort to avoid worsening what Skyrim thinks of us. I've seen documents dating back to the late Second Era. Beyond that, it's hard to say. Events in the last several hundred years resulted in a significant loss of our history, I'm afraid. The Great Collapse, as it has come to be known. An unfortunate natural disaster that ravaged the area. The college fared far better than the city of Winterhold, but it was not left untouched.
Well, that's a great
No
collapse.
one is sure of the cause. Some believe the eruption of Red Mountain had far-reaching consequences that were only felt years later.
I like
I
this
know there
song.
are some who have blamed the college, said that we were
Winter
responsible.
Without You.
I assure you this is not the case.
Yeah, this current song is good. It's got a good groove to it. Tell me more
The
about the
Sea
Great
of Ghosts
Collapse.
practically came alive. No one was expecting it. Monstrous waves battered the shore for weeks on end. Winterhold was ancient and weathered, but it couldn't withstand the sea's fury. Entire districts of the city were lost overnight. The waves receded in time, but the damage was irreversible. Most
Now
residents
we're
of
on to black
Winterhold
coffee.
abandoned what was left of the city. The college survived.
Does anybody
And
want
so
some
here we
coffee?
remain.
I got coffee. Does anybody want some coffee? Are you saying that black coffee was a hard time to get out of your head and into the music,
Purpose?
into the
I should think
digital
itself.
audio workspace,
Magic is a true power, not something to
workplace?
be shunned by commoners or treated as an amusing diversion by politicians. It shapes worlds,
Yeah, it's a good one.
creates and destroys life. It deserves proper respect and study. The college is a place where we can focus on that, without the pressures of the world weighing down on us.
Cool. Thanks for
All
the
right
talk,
then.
Slybos. You.
Another new apprentice, I see. Are you of the sort that believe you're here to change the world? Or are you only in it for yourself?
Oh, I know what you're in for.
I assure you that I shall be watching you, all of you,
All right, Dagger.
very closely.
Do what you got to do. I like
Now
him.
that stability has been established between the Dominion and the Empire, we seek only to help Skyrim, to guide its people through this time of transition, to help lead them to a better future. I am an advisor to the Archmage. The Thalmor wish to promote relations with your college. I am at the Archmage's disposal if he requires advice.
Hmm.
Perhaps not as often as he should. In time, I believe he will be more trusting. Your superior and I were simply having a discussion about my level of access to the college.
Is that some kind of
Nothing you need
problem?
to concern yourself with. I shall be quite capable of observing everything that goes on here.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure you are good at observing everything that goes on here. You creepy asshole. Now, where were we?
Welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do?
Uh, I'm not really sure
Not
what to
going
think.
to weigh in either way? I admire your restraint, but there are times when you must make decisions, even without all the facts. Rely on instinct.
We're all pretty new at this, right? Let's just give it a chance. What's the worst that could happen?
All right, settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see. You can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells?
Not familiar.
Well, then this should be no problem at all for you. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell, and keep it up. You have to keep your ward up, or else this won't work. I don't want to hurt you. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell, and keep it up. Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sawthorn nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you.
Always got to do stuff twice.
What you learn?
Always got to do stuff twice. Think you're standing in the wrong spot? Wrong. Think you're standing in the right spot. You know what I mean.
And here we all are. Shall we step inside?
This is better than sitting around talking about magic, don't you think?
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope.
What are we looking for?
Anything. Anything at all that might be of interest. That's why I adore this location. We have no idea what we're going to find. And if along the way my message about the dangers of magic should happen to sink in for a few students, that would be a happy coincidence.
Okay. What's so important about
We're
this place?
particularly interested in the prevalence of magical seals placed on the tombs here. It's rather unlike anything we've encountered.
Cool. I'm ready.
All right. Please stay close to me while we're inside. It should be safe, but it's always better to be cautious.
Where's the rest of the class? It's 5:30 in the morning.
I find it hard to believe this excavation was approved.
Some of you may know, Sawthorn was one of the earliest Nord settlements in Skyrim. It was also the largest. Sacked by the elves in the infamous Night of Tears, not much is known about what happened to Southall. This is an exciting opportunity. Well, are there any questions before we begin? Please be careful here. The site isn't entirely secured.
This is better than sitting around talking about magic, don't you think?
Who knows what we might find in here?
Please be careful here. The site isn't entirely secured.
I don't have any more questions. Well, I do have a lot of questions, but I interrupted the dialogue, so I have to, have to go with this.
Ah, yes. Well, why don't you see if you can assist Arniel Gain? He's one of our scholars, here working on cataloging our finds. I expect he'd appreciate some help in locating any additional magical artifacts here in the ruins. Any enchanted items will do. The usefulness of the enchantment is irrelevant. If you find anything, the class can look it over. Now let's see. What shall we have the rest of you do? Berlina, my dear, why don't you search for warding magics? Anything designed to keep people out. Interact with them. Just
My
identify.
ancestors destroyed the homes
All
of
right,
Onwin's
everyone.
ancestors.
Let's be careful.
So
but have
much
fun.
bloodshed. Before you even ask, yes, I have an ancestry steeped in magic, and no, I don't want to talk about it. Yes, I know Winterhold used to be full of my kind, and no, I don't care that they're all gone now. Does that cover everything?
We haven't really been...
No, I suppose we haven't. Berlina Marion of House Telvanni. First of my family to leave Morrowind in a long time. Now I'm here to study conjuration.
Was that the
That's
wind?
what's important.
Mom, did you hear that? That was... Oh my god! What do you know about this
I know I
creepy
don't like the way
dude?
he looks at me.
Mm.
I can't tell if he expects
I
me to
like the way
blow
he looks at
myself
me
up or
either.
to try and murder him. But he clearly doesn't trust any of us.
Are you nervous about
Why?
me?
Because it's old and full of dead things? Clearly, you've never spent any time in Morrowind.
Nope. Know anything about
Not
Southall?
really. Just that it's very, very old. It was one of the first cities of men in Tamriel, I think.
Earliest Nord settlement.
All right, then.
Cool. Good talking with you.
Please be careful here. The site isn't entirely secured.
I'll be amazed if we find anything useful here.
Tolfdir sent me to help you.
What? Ah, yes. You. I remember you. You're going to help? That's fine. Just don't make a mess of my work. I've only looked through a portion of this section. You can look around in the chambers just north of here. Try and be careful, all right? We don't want to damage anything. Just round up the rest of the magical artifacts so that I can catalog them.
Alright. What do you know about this creepy dude?
He asked far too
Creepy
many questions
asshole.
about my research. I think the Thalmor are trying to steal my work. I haven't told him anything, of course. What I'm doing is far too important. Can't breathe a word of it. Until next time.
The heck? Yo, it's Hammond. How's it going?
What in the world was that racket? Is everything all right?
I'm interrupting you.
How in the world did that happen? What in the world was that racket? Is everything all right?
I'm trapped.
How in the world did that happen?
I pulled an amulet
Really?
off the wall.
Perhaps the amulet is important somehow.
Yeah,
Is
sure.
there some way you can use it?
Yeah, some cozy Skyrim. You can call it whatever you want. That's funny, Mr. Pants. Now, how the hell do I get out of here? Should I put... I don't think there's a way to put the amulet back up. I don't think this is the intended way. I don't think that's possible. Man. What am I missing?
There must be something about that amulet. Have you tried putting it on?
Ah.
Do you see that? Some kind of resonance. You ran the wall. It must be connected to the amulet. I wonder what effect might your spells have.
That's crazy.
Please be careful here. The site isn't entirely secured.
Did you see that?
Well, would you look at that? This appears to lead somewhere. Let's see where it goes. Well, this is highly unusual and very interesting. Why in the world would this be sealed off? What is this place?
Yes? Hold, mage, and listen well. Know that you have set a chain of events that cannot be stopped. Judgment has not been passed, as you had no way of knowing. Judgment will be passed on your actions to come, and how you deal with the dangers ahead of you. This warning is passed to you because the Psijic Order believes in you. You, mage, and you alone, have the potential to prevent disaster. Take great care, and know that the Order is watching.
I swear I felt something rather strange just then. What just happened? I'm afraid I didn't see anything. Can you tell me more about what you saw? The Psijic Order? Are you quite sure about that? That's very odd. And danger ahead? Why, that doesn't make any sense at all. The Psijics have no connection to these ruins.
Metroid Prime is
their
the
order in a long time.
Metroid Prime 1
Perhaps
specifically
we
is
should take a
the
look
best game.
inside these coffins. Now, please do be careful. Who knows what we're going to find?
What the hell is the
They were a
Psijic
group
Order?
of mages with a history that predates the Empire. Very powerful, very secretive.
Yeah.
No one's seen them in well over 100 years. They vanished, along with their sanctuary on the Isle of Artaeum. I have no idea what connection they'd have to this place.
Why are they contacting me?
I have no idea, but it's fascinating. Assuming it's true, of course. The Isle of Artaeum
It's true,
was
it's
here
true.
over 100 years ago.
Ah!
I've never seen them since. And yet now, suddenly, they've chosen to contact you. Why, it's intriguing. If nothing else, I'd take it as a compliment. The Psijics have only ever dealt with those they feel worthy.
What do you got
Take
for
a
sale?
look.
Give me that. Now I can see. Oh my god.
Be prepared to defend yourself.
Here we go. Any more?
I've never seen anything like this in Nordic ruins before. Why? Look at all these coffins. This bears closer inspection. I'd like to stay a while and examine this. You, however...
This dude's gonna get surrounded by Draugr.
Vision of yours mentioned. But if it is truly dead, I've never seen anything like this in Nordic ruins before. Why, just look at all these coffins. This bears closer inspection. I'd like to stay a while and examine this. You, however, should press on. See if you can find whatever this vision of yours mentioned. But if it is truly dangerous, be careful. Go on ahead. I'll be sure and catch up with you before long.
Diavolo!
This is simply fascinating.
Good to see a fellow JoJo fan in the chat.
Lost!
Shit. Oh, come on, man.